Previously on No Holding Thoughts.
One lady said, black lady said, that it's intelligent and intellectual comedy.
Seinfeld is?
Seinfeld. Yeah. I said, who want to be intellectual when you want to laugh?
There might be some like references to like literature and shit like that. But the thing is it doesn't take away from the fact that Martin shit's super. It's clever.
I mean, come on.
His shit's clever. It's not just like, you know, like black.
He played different characters. Seinfeld, I don't think he can do that.
I don't know. I don't know if he can.
No, they did give him the money. That's why what my man said.
You know
my man said, like, when it comes to money, Seinfeld. I mean, he was like the first $1 million sitcom.
Yeah.
What else was Seinfeld in though, other than?
I don't know. I don't even know where Seinfeld come from.
Martin Lawrence is probably a better.
Yeah, overall, but we're saying what's better, Seinfeld or Martin. Hey.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
How you doing?
We just asked her one simple question. I know you hear this running off.
Man, appreciate you.
I don't know who you were. I was curious what you guys were doing. I won't lie.
Oh, we got a podcast.
I know you was because I kind of see. So we doing a podcast. We doing a podcast.
No holding thoughts.
No holding thoughts. This. So, like, one of the things that we do, what we just start doing is
hitting
just going around, just asking people random questions.
Okay.
So today, we've been battling about this for about a year.
Yeah.
What's a better sitcom, Martin or Seinfeld?
God.
What you say?
Really? My better one.
Yeah.
What would I mean? What would you? If both of them came on at 8 o'clock,
what would you
which
rather
one
watch?
you gonna turn? You look like the last guy.
I feel like if they both were on it, I think I might lean more towards Martin. But they're both good in so many different ways.
I know.
I mean, I've watched both, so obviously, but
one lady said, well, she was with, I guess, her husband or her boyfriend. He said Martin, but she said
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld, and I said, why Seinfeld? She said Seinfeld had intellectual comedy. I said, that's the first time I heard somebody say that. So I was like, oh, okay, well, everybody look for things and shows for different reasons. She said Martin is just ratchet. It's like a culture thing. I was like, but which one you know, she said still Seinfeld.
Still Seinfeld. Well, see, I don't know that I agree with that. I will say, I mean, it's been a while since I watched Martin, but I will say with Seinfeld, I mean, a lot of it, I feel like you can relate, like, even though it was shot 20 years ago, you know, that as an episode can come on and you're like, this is real life right now. Like, this is real life.
That's true.
But so maybe I don't know if I agree with her statement, but anyway, right? That's everybody's opinion.
Yeah.
So, you know.
That's why it's like no right or wrong answer. Like some people kind of like, I don't know. You can't say nothing wrong.
Yeah, just
but that guy was a little funny because he was like, oh, you trying to make this a black and white thing? I like that because
I was
wanted
curious
to break that.
I was curious what you guys.
No, I can tell that you was. And then that's what made me not want to say nothing to you because I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable. So I kind of just let you go ahead. But I said when she come back, we gonna say something.
Yeah. And plus, like, I wanted to be like.
Is it supposed to be a black and white thing? I didn't.
No. It's a me versus him.
It's a me and him.
That's kind of why I want to tell people.
Okay.
Seinfeld all the way, Seinfeld.
And it was just.
I mean, there are some really good, you know, the close talker.
Oh my God! See, I never mentioned anything, but it's stuff like that. The close talker.
Happen, you know?
No, he's a bad breaker upper.
Hands.
Man hands. They're real and they're spectacular. Oh my.
No, it look like you leaning on it.
Come on. So many quotables, right? So many quotables.
Listen.
But I kind of feel like, I feel like because I've watched probably more recently, more of Seinfeld because I recently watched Martin.
Well, no, Martin still come on.
It does.
Yeah, they have a lot of
marathons. I don't have cable.
So. Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Well, that's
be on.
So I mean, I have like the antenna. So I have internet, and then I have you know, the Netflix. And
Yeah, the Netflix or the Lulu. What's it called?
Hulu. Hulu and all that.
Yeah, I don't have none of that.
Yeah.
Only because of
So-
sports. That's what.
I might have to change my vote then.
Yes, change that vote. Change the votes.
You start thinking about all the show.
No, I
Stop.
started thinking about it.
No, don't
And
reminisce.
all I could think of is like, I remember like Shanae and she
Yeah.
was like, always, you know what I mean? Like, she's like,
But now it's all starting to come back.
I
with
know.
I
So,
know.
like,
She,
the Seinfeld.
I mean, she named a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, both. You know, vice versa.
Yeah.
But no, a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people had different opinions about it. And it's just,
See, for me, I just feel like I would say it's intellectual. Like Seinfeld, I would say is intellectual. I would say it's you can still relate. Like I said, just so many things, but maybe I just didn't pay closer attention to Martin.
I just think that Seinfeld was more so like it was funny, but it was like that dry humor.
Right.
Yeah, it was
Like,
a dry humor.
true.
No,
Yeah,
that's
and I
100%
don't have a
true.
problem with dry humor. Hey, that's you know that's
Right.
good.
Yeah.
But Martin is like he reacted things that I did.
His body language along
Right.
with it, like he was
Yes.
entertaining
Right.
as he was
True.
doing it.
And when he did the scene from like New Jack City,
yeah,
and he had the fake dog,
like
and he was just like sit.
and the reason,
dog
the
just
reason that
sound
was
like
so
that
good
stuff
is
was-
because like you know how good somebody is at being funny when you're having a sitcom, you're filming it,
Right.
and everybody there who's not supposed to break character
Right.
is breaking character. If
Yeah.
you watch it, everybody but Cole is laughing. Like Cole was able to keep a straight, strong
they-
face. Tommy was laughing, Gina was laughing, Pam was laughing. Like they couldn't hold it together as he was doing all this. Which
There's no
that
way
just
you
made
can
it so
sit there.
great.
There's
I
no way-
want to know how Cole, probably because they wasn't messing with each other.
He
But I
laughed a
wonder-
couple different
Nah,
times.
but he was like pretty
But
much
most of the
stone
time
faced,
he
like,
always.
Yeah.
just like that.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's
Oh,
so
man,
hard.
I don't know.
It's so hard. Like
Sorry, I feel
Wait.
very indecisive today. So.
Nah, that's the
No.
best. We'd rather, just be
Why?
honest. If it's either or if you'd rather have
oh my
both of them.
God. You think about oh my God. Just think about the episode when he fought the puppy. When he's like, that ain't no damn puppy, and they was jumping that little dog thing. Oh my God. You laugh all day long.
So where are you guys? Are you guys based? Like, do you go all over? Are you from Philly? Or
Yeah,
we're
we
from
from
Philly.
Philly.
We're from Philly.
Okay.
We just actually leased.
Just secured the lease for
For
our
podcast
podcast
studio.
studio.
Oh, okay, nice. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Appreciate it.
Amazing.
So
We literally
So you're
building this
making
from
it.
the ground
yeah.
up.
So like
Nice.
even with this, like we got hats. Normally we have shirts, but I give them all out. You just hand them to people.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Just for support.
But this what we do. We always go live,
And just ask people
And
questions.
like a sit down setting.
Okay.
Like Thursday, we try to kind of go out.
Branch out and
But when we do the podcast studio, that's gonna be totally different. Like
Yeah.
now, you talk about the camera moving around.
Okay.
We can move around in there instead of like being in a home. So it's just like now we can bring people in there to interview.
Okay.
So it's just like it's real big, and that's actually starting on August the 1st.
Okay. So what is your general
Anything.
idea? So anything?
Oh my God, we
Anything?
talk about anything.
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 Yeah.
I
and
don't
we tell
care.
the people who watch like whatever topic you want to talk about.
anything.
Say
we talk
you
about
in-
relationships. We talk about
Finances,
Finance.
current events.
we talk about strippers. We talk about church.
Yeah.
We talk
Okay.
about sports.
I mean,
Whatever
church.
is it.
I mean, come on.
Trippers, it don't matter. Like most of the time I tell him, but somehow we just fall in there. It's like politics. I really don't like talking about politics.
That's the only thing we really don't touch on is politics.
Like even when he try to ask me like political questions, I be like, yeah, because you just don't want to. You offend so many people, and you really don't even realize.
when you just have your opinion on it. So
Right.
it's like, that's one thing we think.
Politics is like definitely the hot spot.
Yeah.
Woo,
I never used to talk about it, but I do now.
yeah.
I think it's really important.
Sound like you want to be a guest on our show one day.
Oh no!
Oh no, you
I
willing
need
to
a
talk
mask
about it?
because I don't want people to hate me.
Hold on, so you willing to talk about it, like to friends or family or?
Yeah. Strangers.
Is that because President Trump is in office? Because of the love of him or the hate of him?
So I'll be honest, and I'm gonna put myself on blast. I hated President Trump I didn't vote for him. I mean, probably up until 3-6 months ago, I didn't really pay attention. But now I'm on the Trump train.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What changed?
Now here's the thing. I was always a Democrat.
Right.
I mean, technically, I kind of still feel Democrat, but
Right.
everything that's going on, and like there's things that I didn't even know. Hillary is a corrupt, evil person.
My God. That's why when I went to the
Like,
polls,
I didn't even know, and then I voted for her because I thought she was the better person, right?
Yeah.
She has experience. She's been, you know, but I didn't know,
no.
you know, any of what I know.
Oh my
and-
God. I mean, I'm
Now,
not gonna lie.
let me ask you one
And
question.
I hate saying like, go ahead.
Are you on the Trump train now because you know the other train is Biden? Is that part of it?
because a lot
Or
of
are you on
people
the
don't
Trump
like
train
Biden.
now because the Trump train is a good train to be on?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Because I know a lot of people that are like, yeah, y'all want Biden? Good luck with that.
No, yeah, no,
And-
thank you.
I know a lot of
Yeah, a lot of people.
Well, you remember we interviewed one guy.
And
We
I-
wasn't even talking about it. He was like, Biden is a sex predator. I was like, oh. I was like, whoa. He came off just like he was like, Biden is a sex predator. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was strong.
And it's as you know, two men with daughters, it's hard to get past that part of it
Absolutely.
because it's like,
Right, so I have 2 kids, and
yeah.
and I don't consider myself a white supremacist. I
Right.
hate to say that, but I feel like I need to throw that out there. Like I'm not. I love everyone. Like come on.
You wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah, you
talking
wouldn't have
that
talked
long.
to us this long
One
if you
guy that
didn't.
just walked past, he not only didn't.
He
do
looked
it,
at us.
He looked at us and ignored us. So it's just like, but even with that, like it's kind of hard in these times because you don't know if it's like a race thing or if it's just like
General-
I don't like you.
And the fact
I don't
that
like people.
walking up, yeah, I don't like
It could
people
be
at this
that.
time.
Well, and now also add to it the corona
Oh my
and the
God.
mass media
Oh.
and the fear. So now you're
Definitely
adding
the fear.
all of that.
We just was talking about that. The fear is more than enough.
Yeah.
Because it just automatically have you separate from just everybody, period.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want what? Get out my face.
Yeah.
You talking about some damn Seinfeld and you know
Yeah.
and the corona numbers are going up.
Yeah.
Like what are you talking about? Get away from me.
Honestly.
So I mean, but this is what we need, like more interacting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Because-
we decided to hit the streets. Like for one, to grow our fan base, to be honest.
Right.
But for two, to just talk to people. We always said if you have a conversation with people, you'll see what they're really about, and it breaks down so many barriers.
And I also feel like I guess this is kind of a question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, your interactions with people, how have they been?
You want to know, from what I have to say, with our own kind, it hasn't been that good. Like when we was in North Philly last week asking a question, and it was like we almost got the cold shoulder. It was like,
Oh my God.
like, with
He's
other
being
people-
nice.
Yeah,
A couple people
I'm trying
almost
to
knocked our camera over.
Yeah.
You could it's on YouTube. People
walking past, see us talking to the camera and walking the cut in.
we are this close to the camera. They would be, instead of going around
And there was
coming on
enough
the
room to go
backside, they would purposely stop to cut in front of the camera. And I just said, and I told them, I said, don't edit none of it. Just let it play.
Yeah.
Just let people see how it really is. So last week, we pulled up on the Chinese stores.
In North Philly.
So sometimes I just go through things. I just like, well, this is my main question. I said, well, why, if people believe President Trump said the corona came from China.
I know.
So now if the president said it, why are so many people supporting the Chinese store? So we was asking them, people was ignoring this.
And it wasn't meant to, cause
Right.
friction. We just asking, okay, if your thought process is A to B on other things, why isn't it A to B on this? So we just ask them because we try to come up with provocative questions,
course,
just
absolutely,
whatever.
right.
But
One lady said, how I'm going to answer that? I just work food.
which is I get
respect
that. I get that.
But
'cause
just think about that now. Eat your food, but think about that to yourself. I say, eat your food. And he talking about something. Yeah, she feel bad. She should.
Yeah.
You should. I said a lot of people don't even know. Like if you go to the Chinese store, they got the glass up.
But the
You
basis
see
of
what
it
they
was
doing.
for our community. We like black community, we kind of put each other down when it comes to certain things.
Right.
Like if me and him were to start a catering company, it would be 1,000 questions. Oh, let's see your kitchen. Can y'all really cook? Blah blah
Wash
blah
your
blah
hands.
blah. How healthy?
Change your gloves.
But then
I said, y'all been on Chinese stores? I said, I told him on camera. I said, one time I went to a Chinese store, she was cleaning between her toes, doing like this.
Are you serious?
I don't shop. I don't go to no Chinese stores at all. It's two
Right.
Chinese stores that I eat from right now. There's one on Spring Garden. I think it's like on 18th and Spring Garden, and there's another one in New Jersey. But it's so far away, probably never get it again, you know.
Yeah.
But it's two places, and when you go in there, none of that glass. You can, if you want, you could walk back there with them. They interact with the people. Those. Then you go to some in rough neighborhoods. All you could do is get the bag. They swing it around, or the little change thing. One day, the last time I was in there, it made me say I'm completely done. They put my change in a little box and like tossed it inside of the
was that because of Corona?
yeah,
or?
but I don't care. You took my
come
money
on.
out of there. Nah, I'm cool.
Come
I'm
on.
done. I'm not going in there no more. Not for nothing. I'm never going back in there.
Hold
Never.
up, man. I think you've
Ever.
been. I think.
I don't care. I didn't like the way. I was already on edge. Now,
Corona, man. Come
No,
on.
I don't care. No, you
You
shouldn't.
can't discount that.
customer service is customer
No,
service.
customer service is customer
All
service.
you
I'll
need to
give you
do
that. No,
after
I
you do
absolutely
it, you
agree
put
with that.
hand sanitizer or you wash your hands. They in their kitchen. You want hot? You gonna throw? Come on, man. That's not.
Yeah.
I have.
I was
problem
always taught
with-
because when I was a cashier, I hated when somebody like I handed
Hand
you a
it, and then
change
they
or
slap
whatever,
it on
and then
the
or they
can.
throw it at me. I'm like, come on,
Or they
man.
slap it.
Yeah.
Man, I had so many
I always feel
arguments.
bad, like, as I used to be a cashier, and
Yeah.
so I like, if I do put the money down, I'm like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Right.
feel bad because I don't want it.
Why,
Yeah.
why can't you put it in my hands?
Yeah.
Definitely my card. They were like, oh, okay. Can you hand me that? I put it in your hands. Can you put it in mine?
As you can
what
see,
about-
he's the more controversial. That's
Oh,
our
yeah,
yin and yang.
definitely.
He's the controversial one.
Definitely.
I'm the politically correct one. Like, hey, wait a minute now. Let's think about this guy.
Oh no. Oh no.
So how has everyone else been then? Because I know you said your experience.
I
being
think based off a neighborhood, like so when we've been out we've been in Germantown.
Around LaSalle. He
The
was
first
around
person
LaSalle.
that we interviewed was a white guy.
And they
And
were.
he was honest.
He got on camera. He was happy. Like, no, here's what happened. We came up against two older black men.
Okay.
Like, they were willing to talk to us, but they weren't willing to talk to us on camera.
Right.
So I kind of shot that down. Then we went to a couple, a guy and a girl. They were getting their food. They went to LaSalle.
Okay.
We were like, can we ask you a couple questions? I read the questions off to him to see if he was comfortable. He was like, yeah, I'll talk about anything. Come on. So that's how it kind of all started.
And it was about the police brutality. And he was like, I mean, he really he didn't hold back. He was like,
He was
I
like,
mean, he pretty much still for the police.
yeah.
In a sense.
Because he said
But
his dad
was a
retired.
police,
but he was like,
police officer.
I'm for reform because
Right.
basically, everybody's got to do their job up to par. So that's what he
Right.
kind of was. And
Yeah.
ever since then,
But he felt like just pretty much he said wrong is wrong, but
I can't remember. Don't get me to quote
man,
him.
it was something
Don't
that you
get me to
said,
quote him.
and he was just like, no, I don't agree with that at all. And I was like, oh, okay. So he, law enforcement is big for him. I gave that guy a shirt and a hat.
Yeah.
Like, I really appreciate it
Yeah.
because it's more so about love. It's not,
Yeah, that's what.
I don't know.
I agree.
I don't know. Like for me, I don't have a piece of hate in my body. Like I don't see color.
Truthfully, there's not enough time on this earth. We got to find out amount of
So I have a
time.
question when you just said, because you just said that. But isn't our differences, right? So you're a black man, I'm a white female or whatever. But I feel like the beauty is in the differences.
That's what I believe.
Right? So, I mean, you can go on social media and it's just, right? It's all, you can see all different things, right?
Right.
Some people are like, I don't see color. Other people are like, no, acknowledge that I am that, but, because then, I'm Italian and Irish.
Right.
So, I have to, you know, like I have these things from my Italian side, you know, that we do, like the 7 fishes, which you do on Christmas Eve. Like there's just certain things. Then there's the Irish side, which I don't really know, because whatever.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? So like, but I feel like the beauty is in us being different. Let's celebrate that. Why are we like?
That's what I believe.
I don't know, because my uncle always taught me be around different people. First he told me be around people older than you because you can learn from them.
Right.
But be around other people that are different from you because you learn their customs and you learn a different way of thinking things. That's why, like, I do see color, but that's only because I have eyes. But I don't judge people on that whatsoever.
No,
you judge by character, not by color.
That's what it should be.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. And I just don't understand it. Like it's, I mean, it's.
Especially if a person has a clean slate with you, like you've never
That's
done.
the thing that kill me.
You've never done
like,
anything to me.
You don't know me from a can of paint. Sometimes your look, you know, the black man with the beard, you're a murderer. You're a murderer. But you
meanwhile,
get that
clean cut guy over here or something be the one. What was it? The Craigslist killer?
right. Clean cut.
He didn't.
But you know what, beards are. See, I don't look at you and see that because beards
But that's
are the
now.
thing.
That's now. That's now. Because now, like, people are like they doing so much different things with beards. But before, like, I know the feeling of.
Plus, nobody could get a haircut.
Like even looking with you, even with that too. Even with you kind of hesitated.
No, I was just looking. I was like, "What do they do?"
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, so I was trying to do something on my phone. I was actually trying to buy something, but I had horrible internet. And then I was like, "Are they going to ask me a question?" So I was trying to like eavesdrop.
Yeah, we definitely were. I seen you, and I was like,
what you were asking, but I couldn't, you know.
But the thing what made me kind of nervous
you had
because
your thing on, so I didn't even know you had a beard. So boom.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
But the thing that would kind of like made me like hesitant. Like, cause you sat in the car for a minute,
I was
so
trying to buy
instantly my spider senses go off. Like,
wait, was that when my man was talking to us for That's why I didn't talk to you.
Right, because he was over here, and it's like a whole group, and I didn't want to make you feel afraid.
Yeah, no.
Because that's.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry if I gave up that vibe.
No, it's not. It is so funny. It's not.
We try to make everybody else as comfortable as we think they would want to be.
Yeah, because it's not. I didn't feel. I was like trying to buy something and I don't have good internet, so then I was like messaging, also trying to eavesdrop. Right, you're a mom. So you're a mom, so you're trying to do all these things. I'm like, what are you talking about? I see a camera. I'm like, this is interesting.
Yeah, I didn't even set up the other one because it was just.
Because some people, when they see the camera, they get nervous right away.
They get real
nervous. Like we haven't.
I was a little
nervous.
It's not like, and obviously I talked to you, but I was like, oh, I wonder what they're doing.
No, but you believe it or not, once you start talking, you will get comfortable. Like it's just because we're just talking. It's not like
this is take one.
You have You have to be correct. You can say whatever you want, and if something that you said that you didn't like, you just tell him and he edit it. Like it's simple. It's not like we live or anything. Well, we rolling or whatever, but we get this a lot. I mean, but I do see a different turnout when you get in a different area. You know, because you stood out here and talked to us the longest.
Casually.
Yeah, I'm just
and
curious.
we talk to our own people. Ain't want nothing to do with it.
Get that shit out of here.
They're like, bye-bye.
Get that shit out of
here. The dudes ain't going nowhere. Don't worry about that.
I think it depends, too, right, on your personality. So I'm a friendly person. So
I come up from
I can even blow up this even more if you want. So I want to be a cop.
Oh, how old are you? I know you don't supposed to ask, but I have to ask.
You definitely not supposed to ask.
I don't supposed to ask, but I have to ask.
Why do you have to ask?
Why?
Because I heard that she said she had 2 kids, right?
I do, yeah.
So, that being said, like, what make you want to be a cop now? That's normally like something that you want to do.
So, no, right. So that's why I was going to bring this up. So, I've actually wanted to be a cop since I was 5.
Wow.
And I put it off, and every time, like, that I wanted to be a cop, it was like, it was probably, so I'm 37.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
I wouldn't have thought that.
No, I wouldn't have thought that.
I wouldn't have thought that, not at all.
Meanwhile, my hair's a mess. I think it's funny, I keep trying to switch it. No, but, so I went, like, it was probably young 20s-ish, around. My cousin was like, you should do it now, get your 10 years in, and you get a good pension. Because I was like, well, what about, like, I don't want to die because I'm wearing a uniform. Right? But in my heart, I want to help people. It's cliche. I know it sounds cliche, but it is the truth. Because I love people. I don't care. Like, you know,
some of the most cliche things are so genuine.
Yeah.
That's actually what you think.
So then I was because then I thought, well, my mom's gonna, I was young, I was, like I said, probably young 20s. I was like, my mom's gonna hate me, she'll like cops. So I didn't do it, and then I started like 16, 17, and it's like each time I wanted to do it, the outside or whatever societies hated cops even more, like, and so George Floyd thing, I absolutely 100% was wrong. Should not have happened. And I don't want to discredit myself by saying the next thing. I didn't watch the video because, so I'm a mother.
No, absolutely.
I don't want to watch a video of somebody die. No, thank you. I'm good.
I respect that.
I cried.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, I cried at. So I thought he was from Chicago, but Legends. His mom was on. Anyway, his mom came to the White House and she spoke, and I was bawling my eyes out. So she is the mother of the little boy that died in Kansas City. He was sleeping in his bed, and his house was shut up at 4 years old. My son is 4.
Oh, wow. My son is 4 too.
Yeah. So at any time a child is killed, murdered, I cry like a big baby. But I will say, like, I do have some friends, and I don't want to discredit myself, and I know people think, but I did see a screenshot of a picture from the George Floyd recording. And the person that picked up George Floyd, has anybody ever noticed that they're wearing a brown shirt?
They said they was deputies.
Okay, but why wasn't an ambulance called? An ambulance, they won't wear a brown shirt. So, I know, I sound like a conspiracy I know, but, so I have some friends and I was like, okay, that's crazy, because I have seen that. So I was like, okay, I don't know. I don't know if I believe it, but regardless, it's wrong.
Right.
He was already handcuffed.
Which is the biggest
Let him
thing.
go. Like, or put him in the car, or put him in the truck, whatever. That's it. You're done. You did your job.
Right.
I don't understand. So, regardless, it shouldn't have happened. There's no denying that. But I do feel, right, so obviously I am white. Right. I don't want to be sitting in my car, or if I become a cop, and obviously I'm doing this to help everybody. I'm not just going to pick and choose.
Right.
It's to help everybody. So, and then someone to hate me because of my uniform. So I'm at a crossroad. And I prayed to God, and I said, you have to tell me what's the right path to do. I do believe that we need to reform, obviously, right? We need more training, 100%.
Right.
There's so many things, that we're dealing with today that I don't think, they really, I don't know what they talk about at training, but like, drug addiction, all that stuff.
Right.
But it's hard, right? I do feel in the middle because I support, right, Black Lives, but of course I support the police. So I'm like, I feel there's like you're condemned for being in the middle and kind of being like, well, I support you on this, but I also do support the cops because I know a lot that are really
that's the absolute truth. Like there is this anti-cop rhetoric that's going on in America because James Harden, he had on he said he did it for his beard so he could have a mask on to cover his beard, but it looked like he supported police, and they were like ripping him on Instagram or Twitter or something. One of those I don't have, and I'm like, wait a minute. Why are we against cops? We should be against police brutality, not police. Because I said it when we interviewed the one guy that was at LaSalle. I said I'm for the police because if something happens to my family,
I ain't the one.
I'm calling the cops. Like I'm not anybody out there. Oh, I'm gonna go looking for them. You do that. You go do life. I'm gonna go call the police.
That's their job.
I'm gonna make them do their job. Like police. Somebody robbed my place. Police, I'm missing my car. Something. I'm not out here trying to be like the Wild Wild West.
Right.
And guess what?
See, but
if you do that, somebody innocent is going to get hurt.
Yeah.
See, but a lot of times what happens is a lot of people follow bad influences.
Yeah.
So if somebody have this movement over here, it sound good, so they just go ahead and jump on board. Like even for when it comes to political. You don't really have a choice when you growing up. Like, you know, like your parents be like, well, how I was taught was Democrats is for poor and Republicans is for rich.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I wasn't ever taught who's for you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It don't matter about rich or poor, right?
True. Okay, I'm not ready.
What's for you?
So,
What's for you?
yeah.
For the things Raheem is trying to do, which party
Right.
is better
And-
for you?
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with. So it's like now, I told somebody, I said, well, you vote for Donald Trump. A lot of people say you're a racist.
Right.
I don't give a damn if you vote for Donald Trump or not. Because keep in mind, before Donald Trump was the president, a lot of rappers, a lot of the people was loving Donald Trump. He was in rap videos. He was in all types of movies.
No, even on top of that, before Donald Trump was president, Obama was president.
Obama was the
How
president.
many people voted for Obama strictly because he was black? I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
The first time I voted for him,
You damn
because he was
right.
black. I wanted to have
You
a black
damn right.
president.
I didn't check his credentials.
I didn't know
nothing.
when. Yeah.
I said, this is the time.
I was gonna vote for
I'm not
Hillary
gonna lie.
because she would have been the first woman
That's it.
president.
And that's the same.
Until I started to learn about Hillary, and I was like,
God, it was like,
I don't know if I can vote
Yeah.
for her. Like
It
maybe
was
another
bad.
woman could be another.
I went to the
first
Yeah,
woman
I was
president.
like, can we just have like another?
Yeah.
You know, maybe. I
Maybe
just
Michelle
wanted
would
to
have
have,
run.
like, a crook.
at that time, everybody was kind of like hoping because Bernie Sanders, he probably would have won, but he couldn't beat her.
He couldn't have-
So it was just like,
then
oh
he
my
couldn't beat
God.
Biden. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, come on, Bernie.
Yeah.
I still can't vote for Bernie. Like, I don't understand that.
And then
Well,
now,
they're saying that Bernie. So I was going to vote before I became a Trump supporter. I thought about, okay, Bernie Sanders. I'm going to look at him, give him a go. But a lot of people say he's like a communist or a socialist. I don't know what the one. So because of some of
Right, okay.
his, I guess what he wants to do, like the universal health care.
yeah, see,
But
he
in
said a
Europe-
lot of things. There's no plan. Like it's
Right.
not like it's not nothing that you can say it, but let's line it up now. Like
Right.
let you.
How
You gotta
these
make it make
dominoes gonna
sense.
fall.
Yeah. And he didn't have that, so a lot of people. I mean, it was a lot of people love him. A lot of people, but that's the world. That's what make the world go around.
Yeah.
Good and bad,
Left and right.
left and right.
Up and down. That's what it is.
We always
Hopefully,
talk.
there's more good than bad, obviously.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
bad gonna exist.
Yeah.
it got to be bad for it to be good. You know what I mean? It just.
True.
I tell my kids all the time. I said, everybody is not made to be rich. It would not be a landlord unless it wasn't for tenants or renters. So everybody got two different mindsets. That's fine. I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Stay in your lane.
How's it benefit you?
That's it. But a lot of people can't take that. It's just like, you know, a lot of people, they get offended by a lot of things. It's just
Well,
true.
yeah, it's hard because I mean I haven't like officially come out and told people, but that I'm going to vote for Trump because you know people are you
No.
say that
And that's the
people think
truth.
you're a racist
And they
or
will
you're a white
automatically-
supremacist, and I'm really not any of those things.
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
can vote for creepy, disgusting Joe, and I feel bad. He definitely has dementia, and I do really feel bad for him.
I don't like.
Joe, you need to.
It's
go
just
get
getting
medical
worse
help.
when it comes to the votes.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's a lot of things. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Not everything that Donald Trump do is wrong. I'm not about to sit
at
here
all.
and say.
No.
But at the same time, it's things that I don't like.
Yes, of course.
You know, but that goes with. I can say that about Obama.
Right.
I can say things
about
about Bush,
Yeah.
Clinton,
Yeah.
and I did catch a little bit of the father Bush. But I mean, at the same time, you really don't know until they get up in that office.
I know.
And once they get up in that office, they do whatever. But I mean, like I said, I told somebody today, I said, Trump gonna win again. Yeah, you out your damn mind. I said, listen, one thing people like is the honesty. Hillary did a whole lot of lying
Yeah.
and got
And a
caught.
whole lot of covering up.
Yes.
Got caught. Trump is just like, fuck him. And it's not like he don't guess that. Like, it's not like he say, oh, I wish I would have said, fuck him.
Yeah.
punch that fucker in the face. Like, and that's just how he is.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just embrace that. It's like, you don't hear, I mean, he might, I'm pretty sure he do lie, because the corona wasn't supposed to be big, and he kept telling everybody that don't worry about it.
I don't really think, well, I mean, I'm just saying. Have either of you, do you know anybody who has gotten corona?
Well, I know one person that had corona. Well, he said he had corona. One person. That's it. I don't know nobody else.
Okay.
I heard that somebody passed away from corona, but I mean,
I don't go for that, none of that. When people, yeah, I don't go for, because everybody that died from the corona was 70 years old, and they was on the oxygen tank. I mean, you know,
I just don't think. Unfortunately, so I recommend this to everybody, but and it's not really a political documentary. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's called Out of Shadows. So 6 companies own every single media or news. I'm talking Netflix, Disney, Hulu, cable, everything. 6 companies and your news network. They are pushing fear 100%.
For what?
Of the corona, so that it so people could be afraid.
I'm saying, why they want people to be afraid? What's the point of being afraid?
Because I think
what
they're
fear
trying
brings?
Control.
to control us. They're trying to take
Fear brings control.
And I don't even have a gun, so I don't even have a gun. So they're taking away our freedoms. Nowhere in the Constitution does it say you need to wear a mask to go into a business.
See, but that's the thing. A business can say,
they can, and then I can turn around
but
and say,
where do they get that
I have a medical
from?
condition, I don't need to wear a mask. If you try to say, what's your medical condition, or I need a doctor's note, that's HIPAA. I pull ADA, and you just got a $7,500 fine, or I don't know exactly what it is. That's, I don't have to have outward physical, I know people who have asthma, I know people who were raped, I know people who have muscular dystrophy, that's MS, and she can't wear, she's like, it's hard for me to wear a mask, she's like, I could barely walk, and you know, there's just so many things, and if you looked at her, you wouldn't know that she has MS or anything, whatever, because there is 2 different ones, but whatever. I'm just saying, like, I'm not against it, I wear it, I wore it in the store, you saw me come out, but, I mean, I don't know, there's a bigger picture. There's bigger stuff going on.
no, I always said that. I always said when once this.
And I know I sound crazy. I hate
No.
Not even a little
because
bit.
we said that. We said that, but you know, it's nothing you can do.
We spoke to each other about this earlier, didn't we? Wasn't it earlier?
Yeah,
it
was earlier. you got to do it. I said, but it's like when you have the mindset of fear, it's like once you believe something, it's like it kind of just take over you. Like, like, okay, so I'll give you an example. When AIDS came out, right?
Right.
It shook the world, right? Yeah. When everybody, and then like Magic Johnson had it was like, oh shit. Yeah. And then Eazy-E died from it, the rapper. So it was like, whoa, this thing is major.
And
like,
it was
what
quick
the hell?
too, because it was like Eazy-E was.
It was going like this.
And the next thing you know, he was gone.
But guess what? You got a daughter. You got 2 kids. I got 3, right? Mm-hmm. So at the same time, I don't think everybody went to go test their partner before they had sex. But at the same time, we done it. Yeah. The corona, it's like the same thing. It's something new. I mean, I'm not going to be in your face.
Right.
Hey, you know, doing all that. I'm going to keep my distance. But at the same time, I mean, why be afraid? I mean, it's something new. These are the ways that you can get it. Just stay away from that. If you don't want AIDS, what you do? Don't have sex or wear protection, right? I mean, it's simple. Like, it's, so you, oh, this guy look like I'm gonna just, you know, you go. And it's fine. You might be offended, but, you know, whatever. But at the same time, that's all you need to do. I mean, when I walked in a place one time, I told my daughter, I said, put a mask on. This was before they even made it mandatory. Right. I was like, because more people offended of why you don't have a mask on. Right. if I'm going to get corona, allow me to get it. But why should I walk around with a mask on? But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's
I don't want to...
And then it's like a medical freedom thing. I mean, it's the whole part of, you know, so if you have a mask on, I have to wear my mask so I can protect you, and you're wearing your mask so you can protect me. Like, I don't know. It doesn't, like, and then I
know, come on.
I have people in the medical field. My sister's a registered nurse. It's insanity. The only way you're going to protect yourself from not getting a virus is by an N95 mask.
Right.
Period.
Right.
The paper or the.
This just for
come on.
This just for show.
Yeah.
This is or to make them feel comfortable.
Right.
Like you said, there's only one. I think it's not even that one.
No.
It's the big one. The one.
And they only got like a breathing pouch.
It has like
square.
this thing in it.
But guess what? There's a new study that's saying that is bad. That little thing.
Yeah.
For the other people?
Yup, for other people.
Yeah.
They said because it's holding the toxin, some crap. I'm like, it's something with everything.
Yeah,
But-
they do got something new every day. That's why I said the corona got something
what he
new
was
all the
saying,
time.
like how we was talking about it, is because even if you did have the corona, all you hear is about the numbers is going up,
Yeah.
but you don't never hear nobody is cured from it. You hear this. Tom Hanks was the first like celebrity that everybody heard. We ain't hear nothing from Tom Hanks since.
Yeah, the news.
He wasn't even in the United States when they reported it. They never even. They had his son because his son is like a rapper or something like that. They had his son reported over here in the United States. Yeah, he a rapper. But he reported it here in the United States. They not even here. He's like, oh yeah, my father and mom, they fine. Why the doctors not reporting it just like the basketball players, all the athletes like Ezekiel Elliott. They said, oh, Ezekiel Elliott had the corona. Well, he not going to have it then. Because I heard that he had practice and he practicing with the rest. So when he not going to have it, why are they not reporting just like you said? And I understand it. And let me tell you something. There's a couple times that it gets to you mentally because you can't see nobody. Somebody posted a picture of their mom in a wheelchair and they on the other side and they couldn't go in there. They just had to take a picture of their mom. That right there alone take life out of you.
Yes.
Can't hug your mom.
100%. And
Your mom in a nursing home.
Like, and then think about the kids. Like, I don't know. So my daughter, 9 and 4.
Right.
So I have a daughter and a son. So.
You know how hard that is? Not seeing your loved ones.
And they need to be social. They need to go play. And
oh my God!
You know, it's
my son want to come outside.
I want to see people. Obviously,
hurt.
I'm talking to you guys forever, so you know. But no, but I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just so sad. I don't know. I don't. My thing is like, you have a recovery rate of 99% Why are we shutting down the world for a virus that you have like a zero? I know. I think it went up a little. I was trying to find
like
this earlier.
0.04,
which is I mean, so okay. I'm sorry for anybody who's lost anybody. Of course, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, obviously, but it's why I don't understand why we're shutting down the world. It's not.
And especially certain businesses. Like I haven't been back to work yet because I can't get back to work yet.
Okay.
And it's like if it's ravaging nursing homes and 60-year-olds,
right.
My place of business, a 60-year-old don't belong.
Right.
At all. Like
that's it.
Where you work? I feel like I gotta ask that. Who's watching the 60-year-old?
I think she do deserve at least an answer.
I work at a bar.
Okay.
So 60.
Does that bar have that S that we said earlier? Strippers and church. I like how that was like.
It has one it has one or the other. Yes.
Church or strippers. Okay. Okay. Oh my God.
You know, you go in a bar, anybody gonna walk in there.
So now, are you like a bartender? Am I like, you don't have to answer if you don't want. So are you a bartender? Or are you security?
I'm everything.
Okay.
That place. I'm everything.
Okay.
One day he wearing a suit.
Yeah, truthfully.
And he the manager.
One day I'm in a suit. What? One day I'm at the door.
Okay.
One day I'm in all black because I'm bar backing.
Okay. Okay.
In the midst of bar backing, I'm bartending.
No,
yeah.
So you wear many hats.
I wear many hats. I wear all the hats. I make the hats.
Okay. Okay. All right. You're like, well, what do we need today? All right. I'm filling that in today. Yeah, I mean, I only know, so my cousin, he's like older, I don't know exactly his age, but let's just say 40s, 50s. He supposedly tested positive for it. No symptoms, not sick, nothing. He had to quarantine, he did. You know, he has a wife and a son. And nope, they didn't get it.
The guy that I knew that had it, he quarantined with his girlfriend, and she didn't get it.
Yeah. I know.
Like what was he experiencing? Like shortness of breath, or he just?
It's in his fucking head.
Oh, he diagnosed himself.
It's in his head. You know what I mean? Like, no, I mean I talked to him. He wasn't feeling well, but at the same time,
it could have been anything.
2 years, like I ain't gonna say 2 years ago. Times before that, like people get flu, like just a regular flu, and you feel the same way. Your body hurt, back, your head hurt, you're sweating. It's the same symptoms. But he was telling me like more so like he couldn't breathe because they told you can't breathe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is it that they told you can't breathe? And it's not. I don't like for my doctor. When it comes to the medical field, my doctor is a holistic doctor.
Oh.
I don't go to a regular doctor.
Okay, I love this.
Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you. I went to one regular doctor, right?
Clap, so I'm snapping.
Oh, listen, let me tell you. And that doctor, I was gonna make a video about it, but I made it and I deleted it. This doctor went in there and he kept checking my blood pressure and it was high. So he kept, once a month, he would say, come back, come back, come back. So one of the months, my blood pressure was great, right? He wouldn't say nothing to me. So I'm like, Doc, you know, what's going on? I was like, why you didn't tell me about my blood pressure? He said, oh, it's normal. Like now he's like a little tea. So I was like,
he
okay.
can't put you on pills now.
Right. So the next time I came, it was back up again. So he was like, I don't know what's the problem. I said, what you mean? He said, you could just take the pills. I was like, Doc, I'm not taking the pills. I said, last month, my blood pressure was fine. This month, it's high. I said, I don't know. I said, but what I do know is pills is not the answer. Something that I need to do internally because it's just like a car, as I always describe.
I love you. This is awesome.
When you drive your car and your check engine light come on, your transmission might not be slipping. It might be a sensor, but it's something wrong why it came on. So when your blood pressure go up, what's the cause? Was you stressed that day? Did you have coffee that day?
Are you nervous?
Are you nervous? That's another thing. I just went to the doctor, my holistic doctor. The lady grabbed my arm. She said, your blood pressure's high. So my doctor, she told me, she said, what you doing? Da, da, da. She asked me all these questions. She grabbed my arm. She did it. She said, it's normal. She dealing with a rookie. She didn't know what she was doing because, you know, my arms are pretty big. So get the, you know, like different straps and all that. It kind of throws off a little bit. But people always just take what the doctors say. Medicine, when it comes to blood pressure medicine, it do more damage than it help.
Yeah.
It fix the cause of your blood pressure, but then it damages your kidneys and your liver and all that stuff.
Now you gotta take pills for your kidneys.
Now you gotta take pills for that.
There's no money in healthy people. Where's the money?
Because guess
and
what?
There's no money in them telling you should eat right, exercise, are you getting enough sleep? Don't eat.
Listen, my
stop
doctor.
the caffeine, drink water.
My doctor.
Meditate.
My doctor told me from the beginning. Meditate. My doctor told me from the beginning. She said, listen. I said, my job is for me to tell you the truth for what am I doing, and you to tell me what I need to do or what it could be based off of your studies. She said, what's your goal weight? I said, I want to get down to 245. She said, 245 is going to get your blood pressure where it needs to be at. I said, well, Doc, you got a challenge. At that time, I was 298 at that time. 298. I'm down to 266. Because based off of what she said, that's all I need to do. But you tell somebody else, go get these pills for $10, you're going to get 60 of them. It's going to bring your blood pressure down.
Can I interrupt for 1 second?
Go ahead.
I have 50-cent pieces, JFKs. I need paper bills, and they won't give them to me, and there. Is anybody interested in JFKs?
I actually don't even care.
They're bankrolled. They're not like they're bankrolled.
Yeah.
$10
Yeah.
bankroll.
No, I don't even have cash. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. Thank you, though.
Nah, you're absolutely right. Because believe it or not, I couldn't have been no older than 19.
Right.
My doctor told me I was borderline hypertension. And
the hell
he
is
prescribed me with blood pressure medication.
Right.
Now, obviously, I'm 19 years old. I think I'm on top of the world anyway.
Right.
So you weren't going to get me to take them pills.
Right.
But looking
Definitely.
back on it now, was like he never asked me what my diet was. My diet was poor. That's when I would eat anything fried.
You're 19.
Anything fried. Give me a fried piece of candy, I'm gonna eat it. I ate everything fried.
Right.
So I was like, you know what, Doc? I got something for you. I said that to my head. I said, I'm gonna give up pork. Believe it or not, even you know how some things are just mental.
Right.
I gave up pork, having eaten pork since I was 19. My blood pressure's been down. I haven't been told I was borderline hypertension. Borderline hypertension means I'm about to pass out from a heart attack.
Right.
At any point in time.
But not now.
And that's probably part of the reason I don't eat pork. People are like, what are you, Muslim? Nah, it was a choice I
But
made.
see, but that's so
20
crazy
years
because
ago
it's
being
probably all the fried. It wasn't just the pork.
But I
It was
gave up that
probably-
one thing and it helped
then
me
it
out,
was-
and I was
yeah.
like,
And that's
And then you were
I
sold.
cured myself
right.
without
But
taking
that's the
pills.
thing.
Oh my gosh.
Even with, I can go as far as, and I said I was going to post this, I was going to talk about this on a podcast, but I'm going to stay away from it because a lot of people making money, but I don't want to hurt nobody. Right. People selling sea moss, people selling black seed oil, they doing all these things. Now my question to everybody, how do you know it work? I'm a living proof. I can tell you that this stuff don't work. Because why? Because when you go to a holistic doctor, they check your blood for your arteries and all that, but they got one that they check for every vitamin that's in your body. Every vitamin. And see what you lacking at. So when I go to my doctor, I'm taking all these things. Black seed oil. Doing all this stuff.
He showed me
I'm
his little
doing
medicine
all
cabinet.
this special stuff. My doctor said, what are you doing? You're killing yourself. I said, Doc, but this stuff is natural. I did research and this one, she said, everything is not for everybody.
That's right.
It's doing the opposite to your body. So I'm like, well, damn, Doc. Okay. When she ran the test, at that time my blood pressure was up and I didn't have enough vitamin D. But all that stuff that I was taking supposed to have plenty of it in there.
A daily dose of it.
And I said, people don't know what they doing. They don't even know. Only way that you can go on record and say that this stuff worked, get your blood done once. A year later, then get your blood. People is not doing that. They going off of what other people's sheep. I'm a true person to tell you that stuff doesn't work.
You could have told me that before I bought the damn sea moss.
That's not my job. See, but you see, I said
You
that.
told me that.
I don't want to get.
I want to support this brother.
So I don't know anything about the sea moss and the.
See, but a lot of people, it's the sea balls. It's like they look like spaghetti, and a lot of people just taking it,
and
eating it because it come from like the ocean. It smell bad. It smell like feet. Now this guy got me in this room talking about all you got to do is brew it. So I take a little bit, put it in the brewer. It swell up so much, it's spilling I put about this much in there, fucking went everywhere.
Yeah.
That's how like look, oh my god, and it looked like a flower, like some type of grass that really grow on the ground.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I run it through the water, I'm drinking it, I'm like, oh man, it smell like feet. But I'm like, I know it's good for me. Anything that's still in that.
Yeah.
But when I was going to the doctor, those numbers were saying something else. Until I did the simplest things. What's that, Brahim? Drink water.
Drink water.
Yes.
Exercise.
Okay.
And meditate.
Everybody
stress-free.
thinks this, yeah.
I do take like certain pills, but it's more of a natural pill, like fish oil pills.
Okay.
Because you know what fish oil pill do for your brain, all that stuff. Vitamin D, you need a supplement because we don't get enough vitamin D.
Yeah.
You know, vitamin D good for your immune system. your bones.
Could have kept that 35.
Huh?
Could have kept that 35.
No, but that's something that you had to do. Like I don't get into that because a lot of people, they feel some type of way about it. And if I was to say, he would argue me down. That guy would argue me down.
Yeah, but I pulled him to the side. Like, what's this?
And I told you what they say.
Yeah.
I told you what they say.
Well, did you have this opinion before I bought it or after?
Well, I'm telling you now. I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
I even gave him a jar.
That's not right.
I told you, he the evil one.
Yeah, no, but that guy was selling. He was on the street like.
Yeah, but I'd have supported him no matter what. So.
Right, I would have too.
So it didn't even matter.
But and a lot of people just don't know. And one time, it's an herb store right in the flea market, right? So I go in the flea market to check out the herbs. So he telling me all this to do all this to get by. I said, why you fat? This is the type of person I am.
Right.
I said, well, if all these herbs do all this, why you look like that?
Day?
You know what he said? Give me some time. Watch this. Go back. He still look the same. You look worse.
Oh my God.
But that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people, you hear somebody talk about something, now you doing it based off of what people talk. If everybody keeps saying it, oh, let's check this out.
So wait, but I have a question.
Uh-huh.
So a roundabout, you don't have to give me the amount, but how much was your holistic doctor? Because they're expensive.
Well, she is a regular medical doctor.
Okay.
And she do holistic. So like she'll let me visit her for just the copay.
Okay.
And anything that I do, so like for the blood work, $120. For like to see if you got cancer, make sure your all your body parts are working right. To do the vitamin one, that's $130.
Yeah.
Now if you want to know how good your heart is and all that other stuff, it's like $290.
She got a package for all that?
She don't have a package because most people come in there, like with like medical things and stuff, and most people don't want that type of stuff.
Right.
Most people come in there,
They just want the pills.
look, this ain't working right.
Make it work.
Yeah, that's it. Because she gave me an option. She said, you want to take the chemical pill or a natural pill? So it was like a fish powder pill. I don't have it with me now. She said, but it's going to be expensive. She just asked me. She said, we could get you the cheaper pill. I said, Doc, you already know. I came to you because we holistic. We not taking that. So you already know I'm not taking
Certain
it.
things you can't go cheap with.
I said, health. Now the
That's
bottle.
the most important thing that you could do for your life. I mean, or
It's
for
your life.
yourself. Yeah, really, for yourself.
The bottle is it's about $60.
The pills don't really.
120.
That's worth it.
But that's the sad part, though.
You gotta take 4.
But that's kind of like, but that's like the sad part, and this part that like is upsetting. You can go see her and look at all that stuff you started.
Right.
But yet I could go and I could go see a regular doctor who's not holistic.
Right.
And then for $10 or whatever, they'll give me a pill and I'm good. Like.
And she used to say that.
It's unfortunate because it's like, but that's where it's like it sucks because I actually want to go. There's a doctor. They have a practice in New Jersey. That I really want to go to because, and she does like stuff with food and whatever. I'm like, all right, this is for me because I like snacks. But yeah, like it's expensive. My friend went to see her. Long story short, and it's almost like $500 a month, and you gotta go almost like every month because once you get on your routine, then you can expand it out. But then you still gotta buy the supplements.
Right.
And it's like it's expensive as hell. She literally had to stop going because her husband needed a truck. So.
What is it did? What would it be if you did?
Right.
I would rather be expensive and alive than be just dead. Because a lot of people is dying.
Taking shortcuts.
Taking so many shortcuts. Like, it's so many things that I just changed. Like, don't drink sodas. Those are, you could go get a water that got 0 calories, the sparkling waters. Now, I go get those from Jersey because we got the soda tax here.
Right.
Go get those from Jersey. That's simple. I don't fry food no more. What I use, an air fryer.
Right.
It comes out the same. No grease.
Yeah.
Like, those, it's small things.
Yeah.
And then I fast. Give your body a break. Sometimes, I tell you, I'm resting. I'm physically not doing anything. I would literally just be lazy. Hands in pants. I'm not going anywhere. Because that's my time to, you rebooting.
Right.
You rebooting. You gotta reboot.
Yeah.
Like today, I've been drinking a whole lot more. So today I drank about 100 ounces of water. Gotta flush myself.
Right.
Because, now I'm seeing the doctor. I said, yeah, doc, I've been drinking a lot of Jim Beam. But that's the design because we've been in the house all the time.
Been in the house.
Right.
They
That's
said
all I
everybody
can
been
do.
Drinking, smoking, and having sex. What else you gonna do?
That's all you can do. Get lit, eat, sex. That's you can't do nothing. And depending on your situation, probably can't have that because if they don't live with you, you know what I mean? They like, oh no,
I'm not coming over.
Yeah,
You got the Rona.
Yeah, you got the Rona, and that's exactly what they say.
You ain't bringing that Rona.
You got that
over here.
Rona.
Yeah,
don't matter how much you wash your hands. It's just like we keeping our distance, and that's fine. And then like alcohol, you don't want to drink. When you drink so much, you can feel it like in your back. Like God damn, you dehydrated. Like
Right.
You're like oh man, I got. And some days you just gotta kind of like, not today, because you want to keep yourself up. Yeah, but
they want us to be in the house getting fat, drinking, so they can put us on some pills.
What's crazy is I lost weight since I lost more weight since
Okay,
we.
we don't need to
right?
post that.
Oh yeah.
Because the rest of us would like to snack, and that hasn't happened.
And you know what's crazy? Like today, I had some Doritos, and as I was eating the Doritos, I'm pissed. I'm like, I know I don't need these Doritos. I'm saying it to myself.
It's so hard, but the sugar addiction is real. Like it's a real.
Didn't I
thing.
tell you that? I
It's
told
true.
him.
It's very true. Like
I
if you
told
watch
him.
any health documentary, they talk about it all the time, and for me, like I know it's real because I remember I tried to cut cold turkey like a couple years ago.
Oh, you ain't gonna do that.
No, I am not kidding, and I don't mean it disrespectfully.
Yeah.
I was like a junk food fiend.
Yeah.
Like the whole day I did good, and then at the end of the night I had like a cabinet. I'm not kidding you. I was shoving cookies in my mouth, like chips,
I told you.
whatever.
Pookie at the car.
Just like, oh my god, I was like,
Sugar
I needed it.
is worse than cocaine.
Yes. Yeah.
When you don't have sugar, I told him to do it. He couldn't.
Yeah. You have to do it.
When you don't
slowly.
do it,
like you should
the
try,
first day is not bad for me. By the time you get to the third day, I go through withdrawals. I'm serious. I go through. My eyes start like. My eyes like. They get heavy.
Yeah.
They get watery. They get real sensitive. You start shaking. You know how like a fiend.
Yeah.
Oh, I see why. I see why he was looking over there. You get the shaking, and you just like everything. Why?
Yeah.
What you calling me for? Like, oh, I wasn't even talking to you.
That's true.
But that's how I did a fast for. It was about 21 days.
That was not
No
real.
food. All liquids. And let me tell you something. You want to be challenged? That'll challenge you.
Yeah. So you have to do it slowly.
What
So
you got?
pick a
Smoothies or
thing.
something?
Just smoothies. But then it was a couple days that smoothies was bothering me. I would just drink tea, like herb tea. So some days I wasn't even. Listen, when I was peeing, I ain't even move my bowels. It's nothing. When I was peeing, it was just coming out clear because I had nothing in me. My body was just shriveling up. But that's how you cleanse yourself. A proper cleanse is by telling yourself, don't put it in your body. I don't need that right now. Because you gotta, there's nothing wrong with eating pizza, cookies, shit.
Right.
But you gotta know this is the time that you cannot do this.
You gotta give your system
Detox
a
yourself.
break
Give your system a break.
every now and then.
You imagine if your car was running, I always relate everything to a car. Imagine if your car ran all the time, nonstop. Eventually it's gonna overheat. Just like your body. When you wake up in the morning, don't eat nothing. I don't eat nothing in the morning. You know the first thing I do? Drink water.
I was gonna say.
Drink
Do
water.
you eat lunch?
Most of the time, I wait till about 4 o'clock. Like today, all I had that's why I'm mad. I only had those Doritos. That's all I had. And water.
Yeah.
That's all I had. But I shouldn't have ate those Doritos. I just ended up, and I wasn't even hungry. I just did it because it was there.
There. So wait, what's the name of your?
What you going?
Oh wait. What's the name of your podcast?
No holding thoughts.
No holding thoughts.
What
We
you
are
looking
Apple
on?
Podcasts.
Oh, I was gonna write it down.
We're on YouTube.
Oh,
okay.
I could do that too.
You
We're
on
Facebook.
what's that?
We on
Instagram.
I'm on
Instagram.
Instagram. I'm on the gram.